Okay, well today, as you can hear, we've made some progress. I think this is video number 24. Ivor is currently writing his own name using an engraving bit into some acrylic sheet. Now the idea, there he goes, the idea is to use blue acrylic sheet and engrave it like this. Let's just watch a transition. Pin up, across to another letter, down. And now it's cutting the other side of the O. Yeah, to use blue acrylic and to engrave it like this, and then mount it up here in a hole where that sign is, and put some bright LEDs behind it to actually illuminate it, so that when the power is switched on to the machine, it will actually light up his name. Now that's the theory. First of all, I've got to get some bloody blue acrylic, which I haven't got. I wasn't quite prepared for this. I thought I might need the vacuum and the blower, but it's fairly well contained. And it's going on to the R now. Nearly done. As you can see, it makes quite a bit of noise. That's why I'm reticent to use this too much, because somebody who shall remain nameless does not like it, do you? I'll stop in a minute. Now, this is the G code running. As you can see, the X and the Y coordinates change, which is moving the engraving tool rather like a plotter. And every so often, at the moment, the Z axis you can see is 0, but every so often we have a pen lift, which is basically it lifts up the engraving bit, and we've got one coming up now. You see it says G0Z1. And when that happens, it will lift up the bit 1 millimeter, and you'll hear a change. And then a direct movement, then it knocks it down to 0.1 of a millimeter below the surface. So just to watch the last bits of it as it cuts the E. Just try and get this in an angle where you can see it cutting. But so far I am damn well impressed. Now when it finishes the last letter, which is just about to do, I'm hoping that I can do this in brass if I'm very careful about setting the depth. Because obviously, one thing I did check with this is about the third pass on the acrylic, and I wanted to do 3 separate passes. It's the last bit coming up. I wanted to do 3 separate passes to make sure that each pass registers with the last one, and it did. And that's going back to the 000 position of home. So that's pretty well damn calibrated and effective and accurate and everything else I was hoping for. So I'm well chuffed to bits that this is working so well. It's just about coming up to the last bit. There you go, and off we go back to home. Goodbye. You notice here we had a slight miscalculation, but that's what you use these sacrificial boards for. Now I'll just shut this down for a second. If I can find the damn thing on the video. There it is, with the red button. God, what a lot of noise that three-phase motor makes, but it's nowhere near as much as a router. Let me just sweep this off. And as you can see, with a bit of tidying up, we've got some pretty damn good engraving there going on. Now, in a minute, I will just put this down and for a second, because I need to get this off the board somehow. Hold on. And there you go. First project, engraving, a replacement sign goes there. I'm sorry, I'm just shoving some sweets in my mouth because I had a bit of a sugar low on my diabetes. Anyway, that's pretty neat, isn't it? That's pretty damn good for a test. I'll wreck the sacrificial thing. This is where I was doing it earlier. Double-sided tape, 3M double-sided tape. Pretty damn this stuff. This stuff. Got it 50p a roll at a boot fair. Probably the best thing I've ever bought. It sticks like shit to a blanket. I am not kidding you. It is beautiful stuff. But there you go. So I think that just goes to show. Now that was three passes. What do you think, Alf? Alfie? What do you think? Have a look. Do you approve? You approve? That was that's 3 passes of the. Okay, look at that. Ha ha ha. That's 3 passes of the tip. Here we can actually see the tip now. Down here. I'll just show you. Let me see if I can get that into focus. So basically it's just a flat spade which spins around at very high speed, up to 24,000 revs. I've actually got it quite low because I don't want it melting this thing. And you have to tinker with that. But yeah, very pleased. So there you go. After all 23, 24 videos, we have now finally got the monster in the back room, Ebor, making something. Ha! What a day to celebrate. There you go, Tony. We knew we could do it.